It's a fact of life that everyone gets sick, injured, or suffers from some kind of chronic illness, and elite athletes are no exception to this. However, unlike the general population, who can just go to their doctor and be prescribed anything, tennis players have to be careful because many common medications contain substances which are on WADA's prohibited list. It's important that you check whether any medication you use is on WADA's prohibited list. If you're unsure, then you can contact us to confirm, or there's a very useful resource called Global DRO. If the medication you require for your condition is prohibited and there are no reasonable therapeutic alternatives, you may still be able to take it by getting what's called a Therapeutic Use Exemption, or TUE for short. A TUE allows you to take a prohibited substance or use a prohibited method without committing an anti-doping rule violation. However, you must provide documented medical evidence by your physician that you have that condition, and the substance or method must be an approved treatment for that condition. Players should apply for a TUE as soon as the need arises. Ideally, players should receive a TUE before starting taking their medication. This is known as a prospective TUE. There are certain circumstances, however, when players can get a TUE retroactively. For example, when urgent or emergency treatment is necessary. It should be noted though that there are certain conditions on this type of application. If you are competing in any sanctioned event, by which we mean any ITF event, including the World Tennis Tour, Junior Tour and Wheelchair Tour, on the ATP Tour, the WTA Tour or at Grand Slams, then you need to get a TUE, which should ideally be in advance of taking your medication. In order to apply for a TUE, you'll need to use the Tennis Anti-Doping Portal. You'll first need to register for an account, which we'd advise that you do now, even if you don't actually need a TUE at the moment. Your physician will also need to register for an account, as they will need to upload supporting information, such as medical evaluations, as part of your application. Once your application is complete, it will be reviewed anonymously by our TUE committee, a panel of independent experts in sports and exercise medicine. When evaluating your application, the TUE committee may request further information. This could be something simple like confirming the dose of your medication, or it could be further evidence from specialists in your condition. Once your application is approved, it will be approved under certain conditions, which are that you abide by the dose stated in the TUE certificate, the frequency of use, and the time period that it's approved for. We recognise that illness or injury can occur at any time, often in the run-up to tournaments. Our TUE committee process applications in a timely manner, typically within 1 week. If, however, you choose to start or continue with a course of treatment before getting a TUE, you do so at your own risk. They will then rule on whether your application is approved or denied, and we will inform you of the outcome. The idea behind the TUE is that the medication will return you to a normal state of health and will not provide any performance-enhancing effect or competitive advantage. A TUE application is a collaborative effort between a player and their physician. A player must first start the application and then invite their physician to take part in it. The physician must then upload all relevant supporting information for the player's medical condition and the use of the prohibited substance. We're here at every step of the way to help out both players and physicians with their applications. All of this information can be found on the website or app.